October 7th has happened, right? It's happened. What should Israel have done in your opinion? That's all I'm asking.
Not this.
There was an interesting phenomenon recently where people discovered the one question that Palestinian activists and advocates can't answer is, what would you do if you were Israel? After October 7th, 1,200 Jews are murdered, and now you have to respond. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to take that lying down, signaling to terrorists and other countries that you're weak and you can be killed with impunity and that Jewish blood is cheap? Or are you going to respond? And now, how are you going to respond? See, the problem with the whole Palestinian anti-Israel argument is because it's not rooted in facts and logic, and it's completely about the emotional appeal. There is no alternative, really, to what Israel did. What are you going to do? Are you going to, say, oh, thank you for killing us. Now we're going to give you a state, which is what some people want Israel to do. Oh, we're so sorry that we occupied you for all this time, and now we're just going to give it all back because we feel so bad after you killed us. It's like the arguments are insane. 1,200 Jews were murdered, and Israel had to respond, and its response has been completely justified, and that's why it's a just war. And we wanted to show some clips of basically where Palestinian activists couldn't answer the questions. Bassem Youssef, Norman Finkelstein, and others were confronted with this question, what would you do if you were Israel? And they can't answer it. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
What should Israel do in this situation?
I have pondered that question.
Okay.
And I recognize that to say that we should have done nothing except to end the illegal and inhuman blockade of Gaza.
No, let's say we accept all of this, just for the sake of argument. Let's say we accept all of this.
I recognize that question.
Okay. So what's the answer?
My answer is, first of all, on one level, it's a little late in the day to be asking that question. Whatever was done to Israel on October 7th, nothing whatsoever could justify a genocide.
We can talk about that separately, but what should they have done?
I don't think it's so easy.
That's not answering my question. That's the only reason I'm interrupting.
But what would have Israel done? Because we don't ask these questions when
the question still has to be asked, because whatever the background, whatever happened before, the question still has to be asked. What Israel should have done.
Exactly what they have done.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah. Let's continue. Kill Gaza, kill the people, and then after they're done, let's go to the West Bank and kill 300,000. Yes.
So you think that the Prime Minister of Israel, in the situation he's in, when X number of his own civilians have been slaughtered, is in a position to say, okay, we'll just stop doing whatever we're doing. We're not going to respond in any way. You think that you should do that?
No. Let's let him continue killing. I mean, your question is like you're going in and you are nuking a whole country because you've been attacked. Like, what else would I do?
But hold on.
What else?
But this is, I mean, look at history. Like, would you say that what the Allies did in Germany in World War II?
The Dresden conversation.
It's not the Dresden conversation. We dropped 50 Hiroshimas a month on Germany for a year and a half.
And that's good.
Who said it's good?
This is the thing. It's like this is because this is the same talking points of Israel. Look what the Allies did in Dresden. What did it's just the fact that like something horrific that happened in the past does not justify what you're doing in the future.
No,
now.
I'm not saying that something horrific happened in the past justifies what we're doing in the future. And by the way, I'm surprised about the way this conversation is going, because before we started, you were like, I'm a big fan of you guys. And I really am keen to have an honest conversation.
Because the question is very infuriating.
October 7th has happened, right? It's happened. What should Israel have done in your opinion? That's all I'm asking.
Not this.
Okay, but not this. Okay, what should they have done?
Not this.
That's a negative. I'm asking what, in the positive sense, what they should have done. How should they have reacted?
My answer didn't change. Not this.
But you say not like this, and you don't give a positive.
Well, I have no idea either.
You don't respond. No. You don't respond. This is the same argument with Gaza. You don't respond by killing 40,000 people.
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do if you're Israel?
Target Hezbollah people.
How?
I don't know, Jonathan Conricus came on your show last week.
They couldn't have been.
IDF colonel, he said, they're not in civilian areas, so we're able to target them. Okay, target them then if you want to target them. Under the rules of war, you can target combatants. But here's, to finish my point.
You literally just said you can target combatants.
Yes.
But when they did that last week with the walkie-talkies and pages, you said, no, that's a terror attack, it's illegal.
Hold on.
Couldn't there have been a more precise targeting of combatants? But to be clear, you think that the targeting of combatants is legitimate?
If you're in a war,
okay,
and they are fighting with you, and they are fighters, yeah, of course it's legitimate.
But you also think that when Israel targeted combatants from Hezbollah last week,
because I don't accept
in a very
the premise
precise
of
way,
I don't accept the
it's
premise.
terrorism.
Yeah, I don't.
How can it be both?
Does anyone seriously believe that any government of any country anywhere in the world would or could react to something like 12 9/11s in one day and the threat of more to follow as many times as possible with anything other than all-out war? Yeah, that Israel's war is a just war. Can you explain why?
Sure. When you are a sovereign country and a terrorist group crosses your border and slaughters 1,200 of your citizens and then takes 250 of those citizens captive back into terror tunnels that you've spent 20 years building with billions of dollars in foreign aid while simultaneously tyrannizing your own population and firing rockets every so often into the neighboring country, then it seems to me the extirpation of your rule is not only just, it is obligatory. And so the idea that Israel is going in to end Hamas's control over this territory is what any self-respecting country would do with a neighboring country that had initiated a vast, unprecedented terror assault inside its countries, slaughtering men, slaughtering women, slaughtering babies, and then, again, retaining hostages, including 5 Americans right now. I find it difficult to believe that anyone would think at least the initiation of the war was not just. That's the one where I'm utterly befuddled. There are people who somehow seem to believe that the innate justification for the war itself is wrong, which I would need an explanation of that.
All right, thanks for watching. Remember this clip, and remember to ask Palestinian activists and advocates that you encounter what they would do, because almost nobody has given a straightforward, normal answer other than just Israel should just give up the occupation and all this other stuff. But again, subscribe to the channel and share the video, like, comment. Go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored to help us make more of these videos.